The 10th of December, Rabbi Moore, Parsha Rashi. Okay, we're starting now. Hey, Mayor.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Rabbi. How are you? I'm expecting somebody to come to the door in a few minutes, so I'll have to excuse myself.
Okay.
I think we got up to you done Pasuk 11?
I believe so. I think we're on 12.
1 second.
13.
Okay, so we're on 13. Yud Gimel. Okay,
Do
beautiful.
12. Can we do 12?
I don't think so.
Okay.
12.
No, okay, fine. Let's go on to 13.
Yeah, I remember we were discussing the significance of the staff in 11 when we finished yesterday.
So we're up to 12 then?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Mayor, would you like to begin? 12.
Okay, I would. Let's see. It says, Chatzileni na miyad achi, miyad Esav, ki arei anochi oto, pen yavo v'hikani aim abanim. Okay, so it says, rescue me, please, immediately. Oh, not immediately. That's from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esav. Okay. It's interesting. Does he say that? Oh, yeah, let's have a Rashi on that. Because I'm afraid of him, that he'll come and strike me. Aim is mother and Banim, I guess.
Other
with his children and children.
Other with the children. Now, okay, we'll have to see what the significance of that statement was.
Okay, so miyad achi, the hand of my brother. It says miyad achi, from the hand of my brother, she'ein noheg imi ke'ach, who does not behave with me like a brother, ella ke'esav harasha, but like Esav, the evil one.
Just excuse me a second.
Okay.
Hello? כן, אני לא יכול לדבר עכשיו, אני אתקשר אליך בעוד חצי שעה בערך. זה הכל טוב. Right. Okay, yes, I'm sorry about that. Hello?
Okay, so Esav didn't treat Yaakov like a brother. Huh.
It's interesting because the word miyad twice. It says, please save me, miyad, from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau. So Rashi learns pshat means, although ostensibly he is my brother, the Maisa, he's acting like Esau. The Maisa, unfortunately nowadays, the Jewish people are suffering most at the hands of the Goyim, not from the hand of Esau, but the hand of my brother.
Right.
Meaning, how many Jews are being lost to assimilation is staggering.
Yep.
It was probably somebody told me not so a few years ago. It quite was. I don't know where the statistics come from, but he claims that since the Second World War, way more than 6 million Yidden have been lost to the Jewish people through assimilation.
Wow.
And that's a staggering
It
piece
sure
of
is.
yeah.
It's amazing that, like you said, they've been lost to Judaism, but on the other hand, don't we have more Jews today than maybe since the Roman times or something?
Could well be, yeah. But I don't know. It's difficult to say how many Jews were around then. A lot, but it depends whether you take the Gemaras literally or not, because it
Ah,
says some Gemaras there that there were. In one particular place was Kiflaim Kiyotze Mitzrayim, which means there was 1,200,000 people were killed on one spot. I mean, the
oh,
places were filled with if you take the Gemara in Gittin, it says that Tor Malka was a big city or a collection, a big settlement of people, and there were, like, if you make the according to the Cheshbon, there were millions there,
mm-hmm.
just in that one particular place. So
Wow.
I don't know. It's difficult to say that thing. But Akoponim, well, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this to you, but there's a staggering, an unbelievable, what do you call it? Statistical fact,
Mm-hmm.
which I haven't seen anybody dwell on it. But you should know that throughout the ages, pretty much throughout the Golos, should we say, that Jews after the destruction of the second Beis Hamikdash, the Jewish population of the world did not increase very much.
Uh-huh.
Those people that were persecuted and they were fleeing from one place to another, the pogroms, everything.
Right.
Suddenly, there was a boom in the world Jewish population between the years 1880 and 1940.
Ah,
And do you know how much the Jewish world population increased in that time?
6 million.
What?
6 million.
Correct.
oh, wow.
Now, what do you do with that fact? I don't know. It just tells you that Hashem had a world plan. Hashem was in control, and Hashem was controlling everything. It didn't mean that 6 million had to die in the Holocaust either, because it could be if Klal Yisrael had done tshuva, there would have been a precursor for the redemption, and that's why Hashem made the Jewish people multiply suddenly in such a great way.
Mm-hmm.
But it just points out there's someone in control up there. Okay. But anyway, that's what I was pointing out. Yeah. That's Klal Yisrael has to be aware or beware of Esav as Esav, who's our enemy, and Esav as our brother, who's trying to entice us away from the correct path. Okay,
Right. Wow.
let's go on to Pasuk Yud Gimel.
Yud Gimel. V'ata amarta hetev etiv imach v'samti es zar'acha kechol hayam asher lo yisafer merov. So, and you had said, I will surely do good with you. And I will make your offspring like the sand of the sea that cannot be counted for their abundance. So let's see. Hativ, ativ. Literally, it means doing good. I will do good. Hatev bizechuscha. Doing good with your merit.
Anyways, he says, I will surely treat you well. You said, Yaakov is addressing HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and he said to him, you said about me, you said to me, Heitev etiv imach. I will repeatedly treat you well, do good for you. So Rashi says, what's this double expression over here? So Rashi says, Heitiv bischuscha, I will treat you well, do good with you in your own merit. Heitiv bischus avisecha, and I will further do good for you in the merit of your fathers. Yeah.
So there's two sources of the good.
Right. Or two merits for the good. Yeah.
Okay, continuing in Rashi, V'samti es zaracha kechol hayam, v'heichan amar lo kain. And where did God say this to him? V'halo lo amar lo ella. Is it not that he did not? He only said to him, "V'haya zaracha ka'afar haaretz." Your offspring shall be as the dust of the earth. Ella shamar lo, but
rather
he said to him, "Ki lo e'ezavcha." I will not abandon you. Ad asher im asisi, until I will have done Ace asher dibarti lach, that which I have spoken to you. Ule Avraham amar, and to Avraham he said, Vaharba arbe es zaracha. I shall surely increase your offspring. Kikochavei hashemayim, like the stars of the heaven. V'chachol asher al sfas hayam, and like the sand that is on the seashore. So Rashi is pointing out that Hashem didn't say the sand to Yaakov; he said it to Abraham.
Right, but the promise which Hashem had made to Abraham was to be fulfilled in Yaakov. Because Hashem had said to him, I will not forsake you, will not leave you until I've carried out that which I have spoken regarding you. And where did he speak? He spoke to Abraham. Hashem made a promise to Abraham regarding his offspring. Right.
Wow.
Okay, Yemais, it's interesting that Klal Yisrael are compared to three things the stars of the heaven, right?
Right.
Now, it's also interesting that to Avram, HaKadosh Baruch Hu had said, and Yaakov only mentions, why didn't he mention the stars of the heaven? If he was referring to the promise which HaKadosh Baruch Hu made to Avraham. And in addition, what is the significance of the three things? Now, I remember hearing a few years ago, and I'll have to check it out because I don't remember it now. The Slonim Rebbe, Zechona Livracha, Zecher Tzadik Livracha, had a whole thesis on this. And basically, he said, Klal Yisrael is compared to three things: the stars of the heaven, the dust of the earth, and the sand on the seashore. And each one has a special significance. And this is what, each one in its appropriate, appropriate time, appropriate setting, that's the one which is, that's why Yaakov specifically mentioned over here, Kachol Hayom, for the significance of what that meant. Okay? I have to check it out, but maybe tomorrow I'll fill you in on this. Okay? Fine. Maya.
Okay. Let's see. Looks like you dialed it. Okay. So Yudalid says, V'yalen Sham Balayla Ahu Vayikach Min Haba V'yado Min Chala Esav Achiv. Okay, so he lodged there that night, and he took from
literally from what that came into his hand.
That came into his hands. Okay, a mincha. Is that an offering to Esav, his brother?
A gift.
A gift. Oh, mincha is a gift. Okay. Very nice.
Okay.
Okay. So it says Hababi Yado, literally that came into his hands, or hand, I should say, because it's Yado. Birshuto, that is into his, I guess, possession. The chain, Yikach et artso miyado. Just like, and he took the land from his hand.
Right.
Oh, these are different. Okay. Midrash Agada, and the Midrash says, Min haba miyado, from which that came into his hand.
Meaning to be taken literally.
Oh, literally. Oh, okay. Avanim tovot, precious stones. Margaliot, pearls. She'adam sar bitzror. And the person that binds up a package.
The person puts in a bundle.
In a bundle, okay.
Puts in a pouch, actually, I translated.
Oh, put in a pouch. Oh, okay. V'nosim biyado, and carries it in his hand.
Right. So therefore, something mamish literally that was in his hand.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow. Okay, and then we have a second one, davar acher, amin haba biyado. Another interpretation is from what that came into his hand. Min hachulin. Oh, that is, it says here, not sacred.
Right. It's something, it was should we say, what would remain in his hand.
Oh, okay. Okay. Shenatal me'aser. For Yaakov took a offering, I guess, a maser,
Master means a tithe.
the tithe. It's a
He
certain
first
percent.
tithed his whatever he had, all his earnings and profits,
Oh, okay.
them, and
Kamada,
then afterwards he gave.
okay.
Yes,
Kamada,
that actually implies, by the way, over here. The Medrash seems to say that he actually gave from the tithe, he gave the gift to Esau. But Rashi doesn't seem to say that first he tithed, meaning to put aside for sacred purposes, like stock or other mitzvahs or whatever. And
okay.
then from what was left over, he gave as a gift to Esau. Means
Esau.
the
Oh,
mod
okay.
at Omar, as one says,
More. Okay. Aser asrenu lach. Okay. I will certainly tied to you. The
so
hadar lekach mincha. The hadar. Is that after?
only afterwards,
Okay. Did
then
he give the gift?
the gift.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Okay? Yeah. Now let's go on to Pasuk. Go up to Sheni now. Let's go on to Pasuk Yudai. Lou.
Didn't you just do the ballad?
Yeah, we just did your Dalit.
I'm sorry, we just did. I'm sorry. You Tesvav, Pasuk 15.
Izim ma sayim usa yashim esrim rechelim may, I'm sorry, ma sayim ve'elim esrim. Okay, so Izim is she-goats, 200, and he-goats, 20. Ewes, 200, and rams, 20. Okay, so that's 15. Let's see, Rashi on 15. Izim masayim us yashim esrim. So masayim izim, 200 she-goats to richos esrim to yashim, required 20 he-goats. V'chein kulam, and similarly with all of these hazicharim, the number of males, kedei tzorech hanekevos, in accordance with the requirements of the females. Uviv reishis rabah doresh mikan, and in Breshis Rabbah it extrapolates from here leona ha'amura batorah, with respect to the marital relations mentioned in the Torah. Hata yalim, those who stroll b'chol yom each day. Hapoalim, laborers. Shtayim b'shabas, twice per week. Hachamarim, donkey drivers. Achas b'shabas, once a week. Hagamalim, camel drivers. Achas l'shloshim yom, once every 30 days. Hasapanim, sailors. Achas l'shisha chadashim, once every 6 months.
Right.
Eno Yodea, and I don't know. The Kavein, the Midrash Hazeh, to align this Midrash, B'chivun, precisely.
The Midrash exactly derives this.
So Rashi doesn't know how exactly to relate the calculation that comes from this verse to what's in the Mishnah.
Right.
Ach nir'eh be'enai, but it appears in my eyes, she la madnu mikan, that we have learned from here, she'ein ha'oneh shava,
Right.
ha'onah shava, that marital relations are not uniform.
Right.
B'chol adam, for every man. Ella lefi Toras
Torach.
Torach hamutal alav, but it is based according to the exertion which is placed upon him, meaning how much is required of him for the work that he has to do. Shematzinu kan, for we find here shemasar l'chol taish, that he gave each he-goat eser izim, 10 she-goats. V'chein l'chol ayil, and similarly for each ram. Lefi shehem pinuyim mima lacha, since they are idle from work. That is, the males are idle from work. Darkan lehar bosh tash.
The harbos.
Harbos tashmish. It is their nature to mate more often. Ula aser eser nikevos, and to impregnate 10 females. Uvehema mishenis abra, and once a female animal has become pregnant, Eina mikabelis zachar, she does not accept the male. Ufarim, but for bulls, she'oskim bimelacha, that they're immersed in work, lo masar L'zachar ela arba nekevos. He only gave them 4. He only gave a bull 4 females.
Yeah.
Villa chamor, and for the donkey, shechole bederech
Baderech rechoika,
v'sholech bederech rechoka, that he goes on distant journeys. Shtei nekevos l'zachar, 2 females per male. Balig malim, and to camels, sheholchim derech yoser rechoka, that they go on even more distant journeys. Nikava achas l'zachar, 1 female per male.
right? Okay, so Rashi basically is saying both by animals and by humans. Okay, I mean, animals is like more according to their physical makeup. This is the Rosh Baruch who created them in such a way that whether the female desires the male or not, whether the female is willing to mate with the male. So that depends on the different types. So therefore, by sheep, we don't really do any work, physical work, they just graze. Then they will receive, there's 1 male per 10 females. And similarly by goats as well. Okay? Sheep and goats is like that. Whereas by camels, which have to travel a long distance, it's only 1 to 1. And by cows, it's Poros Arboim Poim Masora, 1 to 4. And by donkeys, it's 1 to 2. Okay? By the way, what is interesting, it's actually in the next pasuk, we'll see in the next pasuk, how many camels there were altogether. But so he's saying the Medrash learns out similarly that by human beings as well, that a man has a obligation to his wife, to be with his wife, according to his kind of profession. And if he's like he's a multi-millionaire, he doesn't have to do anything, then that's hatayolim, people who are like don't need to work for their living. Then technically the man is obligated to his wife every day. By the way, Chazal say that Talmidei Chachamim, what in people who are learning, their obligation to their wives is technically just once a week, once every Friday night. There's a special inyan actually of having relations on Shabbos, because that's the time when, in other words, in Jewish tradition, I would say more than just tradition, in the Torah looks upon marital relations as a holy act. It's not just as a release of physical lust. It looks upon as a holy act that it can be a physical expression of a spiritual bonding between the husband and wife. And therefore, when a person should be on a higher spiritual level, i.e. on Shabbos, that is the time which is most suitable for this form of bond. Okay? Okay, I think we'll stop here.
Okay. Yishkayach. Very nice.
Okay? So they're very good. Have a
Okay.
great day.
Thank you, Rabbi.
You too, Rabbi. Have a good afternoon.
You too. For Shlema to your wife,
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hashem, she should have a